Welcome back to the SAGU Sports Network. As we get ready for the Bacone men's team taking on the SAGU team, we're going to go live courtside to our courtside reporter, Riker Russell, who's with head coach Delton Deal. Riker, down to you.
Thanks, Adam. Coach Deal, Bacone hasn't had a very great season, but they have nothing to lose tonight. How do you keep this Warriors team contained and come away with a win?
Yeah, I think tonight's really more about just focusing on what we do, trying to play as hard as we can, respecting your opponent and giving them everything. They play really hard, so, we got to really buckle down, play great defense, do what we do.
You faced a couple tough losses the past couple of games. Who are you needing to step up tonight?
I don't think it's really one or two people. I think it's everybody. So we want to just play collectively better as a group. Defensively, we need to step it up, and so I expect us to do that today.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you, Riker. Thank you, Coach Deal. John, this is a Bacone team that has definitely struggled this season. You want to kind of keep weary if you're the Lions' trap game. This could be.
Well, overall, Bacone is just putting the pieces back together, trying to keep some teams fielded so that they don't have to do away with the athletic program on the whole. That's a tough position to be in.
Yeah.
And they used to be in this conference, and they no longer, but no stranger to playing here in the Schaefer Center. And that's one thing that, if you're comfortable, and a lot of teams are very comfortable when they come to SAGU to play. This is a very fun gym, a nice gym to play in, visually good. So you see, this gym just brings out the best in people.
Yep.
And you can't underestimate, and I'm going back to your point, you just can't underestimate anybody, nobody, because any team, any given night in this gym, we've seen it happen over and over. And right now, SAGU's got to pick their head up. The chin's been kind of riding low. They've lost
absolutely.
two.
Yep.
And two they shouldn't have really lost coming down the stretch like that. So you definitely got to get your head right and your focus on.
We are going to go live courtside for the opening festivities, the opening prayer, the national anthem sang by our own Riker Russell, and the announcement of the starting lineups. Bacone versus SAGU coming up next right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and rockets rain, the bombs were singing, the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and love of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to honor one of our men basketball players, Nicholas Mason. Nicholas Mason scored his 1,000th career point last week in a win over the University of SAGU of Oklahoma. This accomplishment is a result of all the hard work and dedication that Nick has put into his game and to this University of SAGU. We are all very proud of him and look forward to his continued growth. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Mason, 1,000th career point. And now, the starting lineups for the Warriors. At guard, sophomore, number 10, LaCorian Ballard. At guard, sophomore, number 14, Dean Austin. At guard, sophomore, number 21, Trayon Johnson. At forward, freshman, number 25, Joseph Johnson. And at forward, freshman number 33, Gabriel Gage. Head coach for the Warriors is Carl Cowan. And now the starting line is for your SAGU Lions. At guard, freshman number 3, Noah Bowling. At guard, sophomore number 5, Nicholas Mason. At guard, junior number 10, Josh Kashila. At forward, senior number 14, Kenton Williams. And at forward, senior number 21, Darian Davis. Head coach is Delta Hill. Assistant coaches are Emmanuel Adoy, Blake Cochran, and Dominique Rare.
There you have it, the starting lineups for the Bacone Warriors and the SAGU Lions. Bacone going with Ricorian Ballard, Dean Austin, Trey John Johnson, Joseph Johnson, and Gabriel Gouge. SAGU, the usual suspects, Darian Davis, Kenton Williams, Josh Kashila, Nick Mason, and Noah Bowling. The starting lineup has not changed for Coach Delton Deal as he looks to bounce back after a couple of tough losses to Central Christian and Texas Wesleyan here against a struggling Bacone team. And Bacone will win the opening tip as usual. Kenton Williams not even contesting.
That was actually an illegal play. The jumper touched the ball after it hit the ground.
Long three to start the game by Dean Austin. Darian Davis gets the easy pass down low, and he answers for the Lions. Here comes Bacone. SAGU starting the evening out on a man defense approach. The pass through the hands of the cutting Warriors offensive player that was Trey John Johnson. 7 to shoot here for Bacone. They kick it back out. They've got to get rid of the ball. And they do not. It's blocked, but it will be a shot clock violation. Either way, that defense by the Lions stifling that possession.
That was going to be a block if it wasn't a turnover. Shot clock violation.
Davis mid-range jumper, that's good. Darian Davis
coming out hot.
2 for 2 to start the night for the Lions from the field. Darian Davis with both buckets. Mid-range jumper, or long two rather, off the glass.
I see he's not banking it.
Up ahead, here's Nick Mason, throws it down. Early on, Nick Mason, fresh legs.
We may actually see a good bit of that tonight.
Nick Mason getting the crowd into it early here in the Schaefer Center.
SAGU looking to just kind of pull themselves up by the bootstraps and get themselves going again after 2 losses.
Floater, that's no good off the back of the iron. He gets his own rebound, turns around and hits the close range elbow jumper. Here's Mason. Dribbles it around, tries to get it to Kashila. Tough pass out of bounds. The pass not on the money by Mason. Almost goes through the legs of Kashila.
It does go through the legs of Kashila.
He tries to save it, but it trickles out of bounds. Bacone coached by head coach Carl Cowan. Of course, SAGU led by head coach Delton Deal. Through ball on the way, no good. Rebound by Nick Mason. Kashila drives through contact, no shot. It will be on the floor as Kashila is fouled. Dean Austin on the foul. First foul of the game from either team. Mason takes it. No good. Something
That's
we
a
usually
rare
see.
miss.
He usually hits those. Bowling fights for the loose ball, offensive rebound. So SAGU's got a second chance here. Here is Mason. Goes behind the back. Good move up and through contact. Finishes and the foul. He's going to go to the line for potential three-point play.
And this is where being in the weight room all summer is paying off for Mason. It's just the strength to go up, hang, and take the shot, take the contact, and still really hold himself in the air easily for a layup like that.
Joseph Johnson gets called for the foul, so SAGU goes up 9-7.
Got numbers. Not.
Three ball no good. Rebounded by Williams. Up ahead, here's Davis. SAGU fast-paced on offense. Williams down low, gets blocked for the second, but he goes back up with it, gets his own board, and puts it back up and in. Kenton Williams, tenacious.
So in that just that series, Kenton Williams gets 3 rebounds. Defensive and 2 offensive.
Good contest there by Mason. Darian Davis with the board. Kashila, pull up 3, no good, in and out. Goes about halfway down before it spins out. Active hands on defense, almost comes away with a steal, does Kashila. Mid-range jumper, no good. Williams with the rebound. Up ahead, here's Mason. Goes around his defender, Nick Mason, getting to the basket at will. Whoops, disgusting, Nick Mason.
In a good way, disgusting.
Floater, that's no good. Austin gets the rebound. Goes up through contact, and he finishes. Gonna go to the line here for a three-point play. The ball was just tipped to Austin and just finishes through the contact by Noah Bowling.
Couple exciting dunks by Nick Mason. Trying to get the crowd into it, but Bacone comes back, and they're only down 3.
It's a close game here to start. We're just about 4 minutes gone. Darian Davis up and in, but Nick Mason trying his hardest to make it difficult for our social media team to keep up and get those highlight clips out there. And if you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on social media to catch all the highlights and game results. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, anything you can imagine. SAGU Sports Network. Give us a follow for all the, not just SAGU news, but Sooner Athletic Conference news as well. As the floater is good by Bacone. Bacone finds himself still just down 3 as Kashila cannot hit. And Bowling finds itself with a rebound. Mason follows with an offensive board, puts it back up and in. Got his body at a weird angle, but the ability for him to be so accurate with his body contorted is just so impressive, John.
It absolutely is, and that's what we were talking about earlier. The weight room has paid off for him. He's just so strong in the paint.
Darian Davis hits after it bounces off the front of the rim and falls. So SAGU out to a 7-point lead now, 19-12 over the Warriors. Reball on the way, no good. Rebound by Kashila. Kashila up ahead, good move, gets to the basket, hangs and hits off the glass. SAGU starting this game. We know they like to shoot the 3 ball, but so far this game, they've done a good job of attacking the paint and going at the rim and converting on the opportunities that they have earned. And they find themselves out to a quick 9-point lead, 21-12.
Adam, we're on a 248-point pace for the game. Dave, what's your over-under?
I would not have said 248. Kenton Williams thought about a 3. Gonna swing it back out. Kashila pulls up from 3. That's no good. Bowling chases down, tip pass to Davis. And that's something that's impressive. Noah Bowling shows a good job of making those flashy plays.
That wasn't really flashy.
Nice little tip pass.
That's a touch pass. And you could see that he's been watching some Larry Bird videos in the room.
23-14 lead now here for SAGU. 3 ball on the way. A foul is going to be called on Bowling. So going to the line for 3 shots here will be LaCorian Ballard as Bowling gets nabbed for his 2nd foul. And we will see Mitchell McMullen check into the game for bowling after the first free throw, which he misses.
If you're going to stay with the Lions, you're going to have to hit all your free throws. These are easy, clock stopped, and you just can't be clanking around.
Ballard
the free throw
misses
line.
badly on that second free throw off the front of the rim. Got to try to salvage this and at least get one, and he does. Corian Ballard goes 1 of 3 from the free throw line that trip. Here's Mason. Cuts to the basket, up and off the glass. He wanted to throw that one.
Yeah.
Just not quite enough to get up and throw that one down. 25-15, 10-point lead for SAGU. That ball brought in almost out of bounds by Austin. He drives to the rim. Floater off the glass, no good. Kashila with the rebound. He's up ahead, he goes to the basket, up and in. And SAGU has just been able to find their way to the basket at will to start this game.
Almost every possession.
And we see, it looks like Bacone is getting set for the line change as they have 5 players at the scorer's table to sub in the
That was
next
a nice
ball.
move, a good step back,
Yep.
set up the actual play and drive penetration down the middle of the paint.
Mason drives, goes baseline, up and in.
This could be, one of those. If they wanted, this could be a 100-point night for Nicholas Mason.
Nick Mason already with 13. You saw him honored before the game for 1,000 career points. And that is an honor that is always nice to have, but keep in mind, Nick Mason's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
So he's got a very, very bright future ahead of him. And a foul is committed by Austin. And we're going to see Bacone bring in 5 fresh players.
And Coach Deal going to actually bring in 3 of his own.
So SAGU will inbounds the ball here after Howard Turner checks in, as well as Terrence Hubby and Cody Farmer. Checking into the game for Bacone is Hailey Gomez, Devin McCool, Kyle Park, Darius Edwards, and the last player is Josiah Fry, checking in for Bacone. SAGU misses a shot, so Bacone will take over, down 12, 29-17. See how Bacone's second unit does here. They get the ball down low, hanging, gets blocked, but a foul is called. And it's going to be on Cody Farmer.
Numero uno.
Pretty good move down low to get to the basket.
Well, Cody Farmer didn't earn that foul by any means. That was a swing and a miss.
Just a missed shot there by the Bacone player is Kyle Park, the freshman from Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Park's second free throw is up and it's no good. Rebound chased down by Farmer. Long pass up ahead. Here's Hubby going hard to the basket. Gets fouled. Will go to the line here for 2 shots. SAGU's showing they want to really run in transition.
Yeah, they definitely have their foot on the gas pedal. And I would say it looks like it's on the floor.
Hubby again going to the line here for 2 points, 2 free throws, looking for his first 2 points of the game. First free throw is up, and it is good by Hubby. Second free throw on the way from Hubby is also good. SAGU pushes their lead out 31-18. Active hands by McMullen, gets it to Turner. Howard Turner up ahead, gets it stripped, but a foul, and he will go to the line here for 2 shots. Good job by Mitchell McMullen to force that ball out, and Howard Turner comes up with it.
But the freshman not learning the ways of the Jedi just yet. And give him a year or two, he'll know what to do with that ball to get the score and the foul.
Howard Turner hits the first of 2 free throws.
And Bacone obliging, since there's only one Lion down in the box. Bacone obliging with some handshakes. It's very nice of them.
Second free
That's
throw.
great
Good,
sportsmanship.
good by Turner. 33-18 lead now here for SAGU. Long three on the way. It's good. Splash. That one off the hands of Devin McCool.
That was deep, man. That was 27, 28 feet deep.
Davis thought about a three. Elects to step in and take a mid-range shot. That one's no good. Hubby almost comes down with the board, but gets a foul. It will be Bacone ball.
If Bacone can get some of that three-ball action going, get hot from the perimeter, it can make this very interesting.
We find McCool. Thought about a step back. Almost stolen by Turner. Driving to the basket. The wild shot goes over the backboard. Out of bounds. Maybe thought there was going to be some contact. Did he hit that? He did
Well,
hit
he
that.
shot that left-handed.
Did
so-
you see what happened after the play?
Yeah, it came back, bounced, and went in.
The
Yeah,
guy caught it and threw it over
and
the
went
net.
in.
I was wondering. I saw the ball go through the net, and then on the replay, I saw it.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Nice little trick shot action. The ball out of bounds off Bacone. Cortland Blake checks into the game for the first time for the Lions. He's going to pull up for three. That's no good. Rebound brought in by Kyle Park. Cole drives, kicks it back out. Three ball on the way. That's no good. That one off the hands of Hailey Gomez. Turner kicks it to Blake. Blake, the tough up and in. He likes to shoot the three ball, but when he gets the ball down low, he shows some pretty good post moves.
He is hard to handle. And give him a couple years, he's going to be unstoppable.
That three ball no good, but the rebound finds nobody but Warrior players. Air ball off the corner three. McMullen up ahead. He's going to slow it down, get it to Farmer. Farmer goes to his right, gets fouled. Not quite in one-on-one territory yet for the Lions. One more foul to give has Bacone. Nick Mason and Josh Kashila check back into the game for McMullen and Farmer. Oh, nice two-man game there between Kashila and Blake. Offensive rebound chased down by Turner. Turner gets it down low to Blake. Good pass. Blake up and in. Good feed from Turner.
That's the future of SAGU basketball right there. Two freshmen.
Oh, good move by Gomez. The spin move, but he loses it. Mason comes away with a loose ball. Nick Mason up ahead. Incredible.
It's like an antelope.
He picked up his dribble just inside the three-point line and finishes with
so
the left.
quick. And you don't know which way he's going to go because he can go any way he wants to go. And
Gomez for three. That's good. Hailey Gomez hits the corner.
that's why they have him here.
Kashila drives the right-handed floater up and in. 41-24. Long three on the way. McCool, and he hits. Devin McCool, two long three-point shots.
Like it. I like it a lot.
Shooters.
McColl's still fighting.
Shooter's gonna shoot. Devin McCool, my goodness. He's got walk into the gym range, John. Nick Mason goes up and throws it down. A little highlight play of his own. His third dunk of the game from Nick Mason.
Kind of like a highlight half.
Goodness, Nick Mason. 43-27 lead for SAGU. cool thought about it, but he kicks it over. Corner three. That's good. From the corner, Kyle Park.
3 in a row. 9 quick points for Bacone.
43-30 lead now for the Lions. 13-point deficit for Bacone. You get it to Mason. He drives, goes behind the back, kicks it out to Blake. He's not afraid to shoot the three ball. Cortland Blake hits a three of his own and answers back.
Been doing it down in the paint, real close to the basket, and a long way away.
Cortland Blake with 7 points.
That's a travel.
Travel, tried to get a wraparound pass there to Gomez. One too many steps. Let's see. Would have been a nice pass had he not traveled. Seven and a half left to go here in the first half. Mason with it, goes down low to Kenton Williams. He backs his man down, goes up, and finishes. Kenton Williams, proficient in the post.
SAGU's so big. You got a lot of big guys running the front court right now. It's going to be hard to handle.
Oh, McCool got Blake jumping. He thought he was about to take a logo three. Park for three. He hits again. This Bacone team,
loose.
They can shoot the lights out.
Yeah, they're loose.
And they're having fun doing it. Sheila gets fouled. It will lead to a SAGU 1-and-1 opportunity here. The Bacone team, they love to shoot the ball, Joe. That's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
Sheila with the front half of a 1-and-1. He misses. Rebound brought in by Bacone and Kyle Park. Cut off in the corner, nowhere really to go. He goes down low. Good post move, can't finish though. Gabriel Gouge.
I think they need to keep it in the parking lot.
Oh, good pass to Williams. Kenton Williams throws it down. Mitch McMullen with the feed.
That should look nice on the replay. He's stretched out pretty.
And loses it for a second, tries to throw it out of bounds. Blake saves it. Kenton Williams comes down with the loose ball. Pass up ahead, Kashila, the lob to Mason, throws it down. And uh-oh, Nick Mason on the floor clutching his knee. That is not what you want to see. He can't
see if we can see what
cannot put
happened.
a ton of weight on his foot, on his leg. He got up.
Oh, he hyperextended it, yeah.
Came down awkward on that left leg.
Yeah, all the pressure on that leg landed flat on it instead of. That's the importance of a good shoe that can absorb that pressure.
Mason checks out, and he's going to go get checked out by a trainer. 52-33 lead here for the Lions. Three ball on the way, that's no good. Rebound brought in by Williams. He tips it to McMullen. McMullen up ahead, goes down low to Williams. Williams turns around, and that is good. Baby hook shot there by Kenton Williams. Gives SAGU a 21-point lead, 54-33. Mid-range jumper, no good. Darian Davis with the rebound. Davis goes down low to Williams. Williams going to work in the post again, and that's just too easy. Kenton Williams.
Too easy.
Getting positioning down low and just showing how good he can be in the post. Driving, no foul called. He tried to go through contact. Portland Blake with the rebound. McMullen with it now. He elects to slow it down a bit. Goes down, tries to go down low to Davis, but it's stolen away. Poked away by Blake. Sheila with it. The lob to Blake, and he's just going to lay it in. Portland Blake taking the feed from Josh Kashila. 58-33 lead now for SAGU.
We're still on a 240-point pace for the game.
Mid-range jumper no good. Kashila with the rebound. Corian Ballard with the Kashila lefty off the glass. Kenton Williams tips it back up and in. What a What a play there by Kenton Williams.
Where Mason leaves, Kenton Williams fills in the gap.
3 ball on the way. That's no good off the front of the rim. Blake comes up with the rebound. Good pass back to Kashila. That's just an easy feed and layup. Josh Kashila with another 2 points. 8 for the night so far for Kashila. And looks like
Going to get another line change.
Coach Cowan's going with a line change. Poked away by McMullen. Dives for the loose ball, and he keeps it. He gets it to Davis. Davis with the open floor. Throws it down. What a play by Mitchell McMullen. Getting the steal and batting the ball forward into the open court. Absolutely.
What hustle.
Mitchell McMullen, great play. And of course, on the other end, Darian Davis with a nice flush. Long three, that one on the way. That's no good. Rebound by Davis. Up ahead, Davis. Tries to go low to Kashila. Kashila keeps his feet in bounds, gets it to Kenton Williams. And Kenton Williams finishes. Coach Cowan is going to call. Coach Cowan called a timeout, but the official wasn't looking at him. He's actually going to get Bacone with a travel. And Coach Cowan is not a fan of that. He did call for the timeout and was not given it by the official that was right next to him. And he's not very happy. He's not giving the official an earful. He's just not happy that he wasn't acknowledged for the timeout. But regardless, it's going to be a timeout here for Bacone. Now, after the turnover, it will be SAGU ball. It was up 66-33. They've doubled up the Warriors. Doubling up 66 points is impressive.
Oh, yeah. The Lions are well on to 140, somewhere between 140, 150 point pace for the game. That might be a record for the Lions. So we're on a breaking news alert. Some records could be in jeopardy here tonight.
SAGU's only got 4 players in the court. They need a fifth.
We need somebody.
They
Who wants to play?
They don't need a fifth, but they would like a fifth. Kashila steps onto the court. Darren Sims checking in for the first time, as well as Jacob Rainey. Farmer is going to take a quick three. No good. Hubby goes up and cannot finish.
Good rebound.
Long pass ahead.
Uh-oh.
Goes out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be SAGU ball, but there was a little bit of a collision there between Kashila and McCool. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Darren Sims running the offense here. Sims, good move, gets to the basket, kicks it out to Hubby. Hubby's going to take the 3 ball from the corner. That one is no good. Kashila with the rebound. And he gets it stuffed. Rainey comes up with the loose ball, kicks it out to Sims. Sims kicks it to Farmer. He's going to line up a 3. It's good. Cody Farmer, wide open 3, and he hits. Losing possession, and it goes out of bounds. It will be Bacone ball. Howard Turner checking into the game for Kashila. Howard Turner, oh, what a play. Howard Turner intercepts the pass and goes behind the back to throw it off the knee of the Bacone player, and it ends up out of bounds. That's a pretty good play.
That was a great play.
My goodness.
Slowing it down just a tad, at least comparatively to.
Farmer jabs, goes to the basket, layup up and cannot hit. Farmer. We don't see him take too many of those driving to the basket, but.
That might be why.
Drive baseline, kicks it to the corner. McCool thought about a 3. He gets it back over to Gomez. 3 ball on the way, no good. They try to save it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It will be SAGU ball.
Still some good hustle left in Bacone.
Turner steps back, 3-ball on the way. Howard Turner
Yeah, he's
for
got a
2.
sweet jumper.
A long 2 for Howard Turner.
That young man can fill it up whenever he wants. He's a great role player this year as a freshman. But in the future, you will look for him to score a lot more.
There's Turner. Cannot hit the finger roll. Sims gets the rebound, though. He goes up and in off the glass. Turner laughing, but he might be a little bit upset with himself that he missed the easy finger roll.
Yeah. Hand in the basket. That's equivalent to missing a dunk.
Sims almost comes away with a rebound. It goes out of bounds and will be Bacone ball. Just about a minute left to play here in the first half. Nicole thought about launching another long 3 and then thought he had a cutter, but it's going to go out of bounds. It will be SAGU ball. 48 seconds left to play here in the first half. Sims driving, kicks it out to Farmer. Corner 3 on the way. No good. Rebound brought in that time by Darius Edwards. And Edwards goes down. He is slow to get up after the turnover. And he is rolling around on the ground in pain. That's something you hate to see. Favoring that left ankle. And that is Darius Edwards. So far today we've seen Nick Mason go down. Oh, it looks like he got caught up and stepped on the foot of Cody Farmer. Not intentional by any means.
No, it's just running it, getting caught up in some traffic.
It's a good play by Farmer.
Yeah.
Just rolled up. Farmer
rolled
gets
up on the
steal,
top
yeah.
too. And that's going to be indicative of kind of a high ankle sprain, probably the most painful of them all. Trainer's just checking to make sure it's all intact. I think anything was broken, not at least from what we could see. That's going to be sore tomorrow.
Absolutely. And he's able to walk off on his own power, which is good. You always want to see that. And he gets an ovation from the SAGU crowd and the SAGU bench. It will be Bacone ball. Under 30 seconds left to play. The shot clock is turned off here in the Schaefer Center. SAGU continues to play good defense, driving. Darren Sims strips it away. Up ahead for Hubby. Hubby all by himself. He loses the dribble, gets it to Sims. Gets it to Turner. Turner goes up, gets it blocked. A foul is called, so Turner will go to the line here for 2 shots. Get a good look at it here. Turner goes up, and yep, got him on the hand. No clean block, so Turner, 2 free throws on the way. Turner's first free throw is up, and it is good. Sweet shooting stroke, as you mentioned. He just got a good-looking jumper.
He does.
Good-looking shot.
His form is fantastic. Mechanics just from the feet all the way through the fingertips on release. Well taught.
A lot of times when you see a lefty shoot, it can almost just automatically look awkward because it's coming from the odd shooting side from a lefty. But he just makes it look sweet and smooth, does Turner. A heave at the buzzer from Rainey is no good. And that will do it for the first half. SAGU dominating 76-33 over Bacone. And if you are Coach Deal, you have to be thrilled with the performance of not just the offense, but also the defense there in the first half. But we're going to go down to our courtside reporter, Riker Russell, who is with assistant coach Blake Cochran. Riker, down to you.
Thanks, Adam. Coach, your team is having a really good game tonight. What are you going to tell the guys in the locker room to keep this momentum going into the second half?
We just got to keep pushing in transition. We're getting really easy buckets doing that. Our bench is stepping up. They're doing an awesome job, probably the best game they've played all year long.
You talked about the guys coming off the bench, some of the guys that we've not seen play a lot this season. Who are you hoping specifically steps up?
Cortland Blake played really well in the first half. Cody, DY he was everywhere defensively, getting rebounds, assists. If they keep that up, man, this is going to be a really fun game.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Rikers. Thank you, Coach. That's going to do it for the first half. Don't go anywhere. Half number 2 coming your way right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
In the recruiting process, we went to a lot of NCAA, D1, D2, D1 AA, FCS, FBS, just all of them. And it's quite a process. And what we like about the NAIA is that's what they're focusing on, is the student athlete and their character and their future, and it's about them.
Leadership is influence, and there are those who are going to be gifted at it, that God's given them that gift and in that role, and so it's very important that they know how to lead according to the leading of the Spirit.
You may sense a gifting from God to leadership within the church or wherever, the marketplace, but still it would be a good thing for you to receive academic training in that.
The MOL is all about that. It's about helping people discover their giftedness, have a sense of purpose and mission.
It's a 12-course, 36-hour degree concerning organizational leadership.
I do some work as a consultant for the Texas Police Chiefs Association, and I run a leadership academy for them. But I didn't have the credentials other than self-study.
It meets the need for those who are leading ministries or churches.
There's people in there who aren't pastors, who are business people, who are in all kinds of education fields and law. We've had lawyers, we've had military people.
From school teachers to administrators to pastors, associate pastors, leaders of nonprofits, leaders of for-profits. With digital efficiency.
Professors were phenomenal. The way they lay out the course, the way they create safety in that room for you to be who you really are. That's what's important. Leaders need to be authentic. They taught us how to be compassionate, how to be vulnerable, how to be transparent.
But we recognize that there are people on the field who may not be professors, but they've got something to say. So we have two different kind of MOL programs. We have that it can be totally online, or we have what we call an executive MOL, where we bring in a practitioner.
Learn how to manage people from your heart, not just from your head.
And for 3 days, they have an opportunity to hear the passion, the heartbeat of an energized leader. They have an opportunity to rub shoulders with and hear from someone who is doing it from the field.
When I came on campus, it was like a retreat to me. It was refreshing. It was to sit in that room with other practitioners, and we're talking God the entire time. Talking leadership and we're talking God.
Some people go, are you a born leader or are you not a born leader? Well, I think there's some people who have giftings, that they have a gift like that, but everyone should be able to grow in it. And so you may be not so good, you can become good. And there's others that are gifted, but all of us need to grow and be able to influence for good.
Honey, have you applied to that school yet?
Not really into purple.
SAGU. Never say no to a lion.
I go back to J.C. Watt's definition of character that he was taught by his grandmother when he was a little boy. He said, character is doing the right thing when nobody's looking.
We felt the best way to change human behavior was not necessarily to always be on people's backs, but rather it was to catch them doing something right and to reinforce it.
What we're looking for is students in the church leadership program and any of our vocational ministry programs is somebody who has a passion for Christ, a passion for people, somebody who has an element of seriousness, but they'll be transparent and be people of integrity.
I'm looking for students that are going to invest their lives in the life of a student that says, I know how tough adolescence can be.
This degree is tailor-made for that unique life, trying to help individuals really learn all that goes into the unique realities of church leadership.
What we've done is make this degree a great combination. They're able to pick and choose various ministry classes and really get a wide range, a well-rounded view of church life. It's like build your own degree if you feel the desire or the calling.
We're equipping students that if in 10 years they say, well, God's moving me out of youth ministry, out of children's ministry, well, they can become some other type of associate. They can go into pastoral ministry.
We're increasing the internship component that goes alongside this degree. And so, this gives a good potential. A student can be plugged into a single church for 3 semesters. They could be plugged into 3 different churches.
If it's children and family classes, then, for example, there's one called Creative Methods, ballooning, juggling, clowning, all of those kinds of things that we're going to cover. We also have a course called Issues in Childhood and Family Life. How do we do care for people who've gone through abuse and neglect and divorce and all the tough things that come in life, especially in the lives of kids?
I discovered that along with other things that I had been doing.
And in pastoral leadership, they're going to get courses such as ministerial ethics. They're going to get courses like pastoral leadership itself, but then they'll also pick up things like hermeneutics and systematic theology to go along with preaching courses and pastoral counseling courses.
They're going to be learning, some of the practices of ministry, certainly, how to communicate, how to lead a service, how to, develop ministry, but they're also going to learn a lot about dealing with people, things like how to help a church turn around one that's been struggling, or how to plant a new ministry.
Whenever I talk to freshmen, I say, don't think that you're purchasing a 4-year degree. Said you're investing in a lifelong relationship. Ministry can be a very lonely place, and our role is that they know they always have a friend at Southwestern.
Ministry is not necessarily the easiest thing they'll get into, but it's something that they commit themselves to, not because of it's a profession, but because it's a passion in their heart.
Jesus gave us a lot of indications of that, showing us that in His kingdom, leadership will operate differently than it does in the world around us. The sense of servant leadership, working with individuals who maybe at times are in deep distress, trauma, great need. So degrees in church leadership are there to help address that.
I try to think of, how a kid will view me on the court, and what I want them to see, and in my mind, is someone who has a ton of fun doing it, who does what's right and does his best every time he steps on the floor.
Where online makes really good sense is when you're kind of not the typical, I just graduated from high school and I want to have a college experience.
I chose distance education because I was busy. I mean, I knew that our lives were kind of all over the place, everything that we were doing, and I wanted something that was flexible.
My degree at SAGU allowed me to still be a mom and an educator and get my degree online. I was able to tuck my kids into bed and get everything that I needed to get done, and while laundry was going, I was studying.
If you have any questions, certainly give me a call, shoot me an email, and I'll be glad to help any way I can.
We have an asynchronous program, so videos are going, students are accessing the course on their own schedule, which is a convenience of online education. So the online provides the way to get the academic credit that you need to advance your career path, advance your learning and your skills.
Well, a lot of what we were doing with our resident assistants was preparing them to teach their halls. And then, of course, I'd have the opportunity to teach as well. So I was training, but then I was also teaching the whole dorm. And so I found that a lot of the tools that I was getting from my classes was really helping me to prepare my RAs and to prepare myself to minister to our students.
My master's degree in education at SAGU allowed me to have a bigger influence on more than just students, but also educators. With the door that this degree opened, I was able to take this position that really didn't exist before I graduated, and I was able to move into that.
In SAGU's philosophy, we want to connect students with a faculty member that is curating the content, and they are providing the content we feel is important for that particular course the way that it is presented in SAGU's distinctive.
I loved the way that they would give you quality feedback. It's not just a grade, but I want to know what you think about my work.
My professor was fabulous, just was always there for me that entire semester, and I was able to graduate exactly when I expected to.
The fact is, there is no back row in an online classroom. You can't get in the back of the class. You're either online and engaged or you're not doing the work.
The number one thing is their passion for students. The customer service here, they're going to help you get across that finish line and do everything they can do to help you get there. This is a place where if you're already in your career, you know what you want to do, and
welcome back to the SAGU Sports Network as we are moments away from half number 2. Let's take a look at some of those first half stats and why SAGU is out to such a big lead. And there you see it, just 65% from the field is just absolutely incredible. 33 to 11 rebounds. That's going to win you a lot of ball games. And then bench scoring could be a little lopsided because Bacone did sort of a line change and swapped all 5 players out for another 5, and Coach Deal has had his bench playing the majority of the game in the first half.
At the absolute worst, you're going to have a fun half of basketball to watch here because Bacone's loose. And I don't. This is probably going to sound worse than I actually mean it, but Bacone is used to losing, and their only option is to come out here and have fun and compete the best they can, but just do it kind of loose. That's why you're going to see 30-foot 3-point shots. And we saw quite a few of those in the first half, and I don't think those are going away in the second half.
Absolutely not. So Coach Deal will stick with his starters, in addition with Howard Turner, who will fill the spot of Nick Mason, who went down in the first half. Noah Bowling for 3. That's short, no good. He gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out to Kashila. Bowling drives baseline. Kicks it out to Turner. Ooh, good pass down low. Davis goes up and gets his own board and tips it back in.
Good tip.
Yep.
Just staying home, making sure that he's doing everything he can to keep that ball alive. And that's what you get out of Darian Davis every night.
A charge drawn by Howard Turner. He's making a name for himself from being able to draw those offensive fouls.
Yeah, he probably leads the team in charges for the year.
And he gets another one there as it is a turnover, and it will be SAGU ball. Williams goes down low to Davis. Tries to leave it for Williams. Bowling chases down the loose ball. Gets down low. Kent Williams up and in off the glass. Easy bucket there for Williams off the feed from Bowling. Now, John, in a game like this, how long can you expect Coach Deal, or how long do you think he will keep his, essentially his starting five on the court in a game that you're winning by almost 50 points?
Starting five, not so long, but you'll see each component of the starting five. They'll be dripped in and out without playing together the whole game. Man, he'll go to his bench and use his bench players mostly for the rest of the half. I would say about the 15-minute mark. You'll start seeing the big changes.
Kenton Williams gets it out to Davis. Davis to the corner for three for Noah Bowling. He gets fouled. He will go to the line for 3 shots here as he was fouled in the corner. You get a good look at it here.
You got to bump knees there. That's painful, actually.
It does not feel great.
A Charlie horse on the kneecap.
They are going to call that foul on the floor and give the ball on the side for SAGU.
I don't know how that would even be possible.
That is, Coach Deal kind of has the same face I have on right now.
Can't say too much when you're up 49 points.
82-33, now the lead for SAGU. 3-ball on the way, another D3, and that is good. Dean Austin.
They're not going to be any I wonder if that was a 3. They're all going to be unquestionable.
Oh, good pass from Turner to Williams. Remember, John, how we were at the beginning of the season, we were questioning the yellow line and whether or not that was a 3.
Yeah.
They're not even coming close to the yellow line.
No. And the yellow line's not even in play. And there's no question they're way behind the yellow line.
Foul here going to the line for 2 shots is going to be Joseph Johnson. Good no-look pass there from Austin. That's going to go on Howard Turner. First foul. First free throw is no good off the front of the rim. Second free throw on the way from Johnson. The lefty is no good. In and out. Rebounded by Kashila. Up ahead to Bowling. Bowling gets double teamed in the corner. Kashila's going to step into a 3. That one is no good. Williams tries to come down with a rebound, but ultimately tips it to Austin. Austin tries to go behind the back, but loses it. It goes out of bounds. Bowling looks like he poked it away. And it will stay here with the Warriors. And you see Bowling get that right hand in there and tried to come away with the steal, but just out of bounds. .15 to shoot here for Bacone. Good pass down low. 7 to shoot. They're going to line up a 3. That's Gabriel Gouge for 3. SAGU here. Quick transition. Got it to Davis. Good job to be able to keep that one under control. Davis with baby hook. Can't convert. Up ahead. Quick fast break. Euro. Left-handed layup. Up and in.
That was very nice. Nicely executed. To go all the way around Turner.
Darian Davis gets fouled and is going to go to the line here for 2 shots.
Darian was, if we could see that again, you'll see him wait on it, but he goes up as the defender is coming down. Trying to get the 3 points here.
It's a smart play.
Kind of.
Couldn't finish.
He hits the first. Usually the old school method of the big man play down in the paint. Head fake, you let the guy go by you, then you go up. Nowadays the youngsters are always trying to get that extra, and didn't work out that time.
Well, he hits both free throws, so it works out.
Not for the 3.
Not for the 3, but it works out. Gets 2 of 2 from the line. 16 points for Darian Davis. 3-ball on the way. That one's no good. Kenton Williams with the rebound. He's going to bring it ahead. It gets tipped away. He comes down with it, and then off the hand of Turner, but Davis saves it, fires it to Bowling. Williams thought about a deep three. Ooh, Turner tried to go down low, bounce pass to Davis, but it gets knocked away.
Telegraphed that from the corner. That was just everybody in the gym knew that was going to Davis.
Deep three from Austin. That was no good. Out of bounds, SAGU ball.
The rate of scoring has slowed down considerably from the first half. There was a point in time where they were on a 250-point pace.
Howard Turner hits the three. 9 points for the freshman Turner. 89-41 lead now for SAGU as we see Coach Deal setting up for a line change. Austin hits a corner three. He enters back with a three of his own. Pass to Kashila. He drives and he's able to finish. Nice little baseline jumper. Bowling knocks it out of bounds. And that's going to be the last action we see from Bowling for a minute as Coach Deal goes with a line change of his own. Farmer, McMullen, Hubby, Blake, and Rainey will check into the game for Coach Deal and the SAGU Lions. As we are 5 minutes gone here in the second half. SAGU leading 91-44. Corner three on the way. That one's no good. It went off glass and almost banked in from the corner. McMullen up ahead to Rainey. Rainey is going to pull up a three. That's no good. Rainey fights for it. Out of bounds. Bacone ball. So we see the bench come in and fire up a couple of quick shots. They want to keep that rate of scoring that you were talking about. They want to keep that up.
Yeah. That might be tough.
We're going to nab him for a travel. That was Joseph Johnson. This Bacone team it's a young team. They don't have any seniors and just 2 juniors on the team. 1 junior who traveled with them. We get a whistle here. But it's a team filled with the majority being freshmen and sophomores. It's a young team the Warriors have.
Well, they're rebuilding. They're making their way back.
Cody Farmer goes with the reverse layup. That's a good move. He's got a smile on his face. I think he kind of surprised himself with that move.
Yeah.
We're used to Cody Farmer hitting a 3-ball.
Oh, nice tip by Hubby.
Hubby up ahead. Here's McMullen. He's going to stop and slow it down a little bit. Blake, he wants a long three of his own. That's no good. Oh, I thought it was going to tip back in. Hubby with the rebound tries to go back up off the glass and is no good. Stop and pop 3-ball, no good. Hubby with the board. He gets it to Rainey. Over to McMullen. Farmer fakes the 3. There's Blake down low. Turn around, baby hook, no good. Tries to swat it to his teammate in the corner. It's going to get called for a foul. It's Cortland Blake just his first. McMullen with the steal. He's got it out on the fast break. He's got Farmer with him. Bounce pass up ahead. Farmer with the layup. Up and in. Cody Farmer got himself 6 points.
Should be 7.
Should be 7. He did hit a 3 earlier. Maybe just an error in the gym. Foul. LaCorian Ballard is going to go to the line here for 2 shots. They're going to call that foul on Farmer.
Second foul number 1, Cody Farmer.
Second foul on Farmer. First free throw on the way from Ballard is good. And Coach Cowan is going to bring in 4 replacements for the time being. And I think he had a player go down in the first half in Darius Edwards. So he can't quite complete the 5-man line change he did in the first half. Ballard's second free throw is good. McMullen pushing the pace here a little bit. Farmer, he's going to pull a quick trigger 3. That's good. Cody Farmer. It's a second 3-pointer of the game. Should be 10 points, but it's going to say 9 on the scoreboard of the gym. See if they correct that error.
Or maybe they had him, his foot was on the line, but when he shot that three, it looked plenty long.
Sure did. And a corner three by Kyle Park. 98-49 lead here for the Lions. Swings it to Blake, back to Rainey. He's going to line up a three. Jacob Rainey can't hit. Rebound brought in by Josiah Fry. It's harassed by McMullen. He goes to the corner. Here's Gomez.
Please.
Gomez is going to hit the three.
I
He
love
hits
this
the corner
shooter.
three. Hailey Gomez for three from the corner.
He's got just tremendous range, and I love how high the ball goes.
It's a quick flick of the wrist.
It is. It's just in the air for so long.
Good layup up and in there by Lacorian Ballard. Hailey Gomez, there you have it, the Bacone favorite of John Cookman.
Yeah, I like shooters, especially centers that are shooters.
Farmer, jab step, three on the way. Cody Farmer hits. It's either his second or third three of the game. We're not sure up here in the booth.
I say three, but
I'm inclined to agree with you there. Ballard goes to the hole, gets fouled by Farmer. That's going to be Farmer's third foul.
He's filling it up with threes right now. Threes is lucky number. 3 fouls, 3 threes.
3 digits on the scoreboard, 101 points. I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch.
Well,
it's true.
Something. It is the first time that they've posted the 3 digits tonight.
First free throw is good from Ballard. Second free throw from Ballard on the way is up, and it is also good. 2 of 2 from the line. That trip 4 in a row for Ballard from the free throw line. Darnay Sims checks into the game for the Lions. Farmer with a good catch there. Sims goes scored to
Rainey was about to pass it to Coach Dill, I believe.
Hubbard is able to hit a 3 ball, and the Lions
Terrence Hubby
continue
from the deep space.
Continue to shoot well from 3, does Hubby, as he gets his first 3 from the game or for the game. Ballard drives, gets it poked away by Rainey. Sims up ahead, he finds Farmer. Farmer's going to stop. He's going to shoot another 3. Cody Farmer cannot hit. Hubby will chase down the rebound, and he gets it. Crosses over, goes to the basket, throws it down. That came out of nowhere. Terrence Hubby.
Oh no, that's a Terrence Hubby thing right there.
I wasn't expecting it in that situation. He rose up and threw it down.
Oh no, he's very good at off 2 feet jumping in traffic. That's not out of his toolkit.
Fry is going to line up a 3. That is no good. Air ball off the hands of Josiah Fry.
There'd be no check in that shot.
We see Bo Todman check into the game for the first time. Todman, a freshman from DeValley, Texas. Getting his first action of the evening. (106-56), 50-point lead for the Lions. Farmer swings it around to Sims. Sims drives baseline. Todman, the lefty, lines up a 3. It's good. Bo Todman hits his first shot of the night for 3.
Mr. Todman.
A lot of lefty shooters on this team for Coach Deal. Todman just another one. Here's a 3 on the way from Austin. That's no good.
Uh-oh.
Gomez drives baseline. Long pass out ahead, almost stolen away by Farmer. Here's Fry. Good move. Scoop layup up, no good. Rebound brought in by Rainey. Oh, Rainey gets it poked away, but Todman saves it. Blake is going to line up a 3. That is no good. Farmer tips out the rebound. Todman comes down with it. And he gets it to Sims for the time being, but it's stolen away up ahead. Euro blocked by Sims, but it finds itself in the hands of Dean Austin, and he is able to clean it up and get a quick bucket. Here's Sims. Sims kicks it out to Todman. Goes down low to Sims. Quick mid-range turnaround jumper. That's no good. Austin step back three. No good. Blake with the rebound. Here's Rainey. Rainey going to the basket. Oh, and he gets fouled. The bench, you can see the SAGU bench stand up looking for a dunk, but he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line here for 2 shots.
I'm not sure there.
There's the
nice
block by
block.
Sims. Goes right back into the hands of Austin. I thought Rainey might have just lost control of the ball on his way up. Not sure I saw the foul, but he hits the first. You're going to see it here. Here's Rainey.
Yeah, that was not going to be a dunk no matter what.
I don't think he even got fouled.
No, he didn't.
It looks like he just
got
smoked
looked
the
at
layup.
real hard.
3 ball on the way. That one's no good. That was good. I like that. Sims up ahead. Rainey in the corner now. He's going to put up a 3.
There it
It's
is.
good. Jacob Rainey.
That's
for
what he's
3.
in there to do.
Fry drives to the basket, layup up and in. Josiah Fry rather. And he gets a steal. Turnaround off the glass.
Josiah Fry.
And they're trying to go with a full court defense here. Here's Sims. He splits the defenders. Up ahead, kicks to the corner. Cody Farmer. Corner 3 on the way. That's no good. Blake comes down with the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It will be Bacone ball. (113-62) lead for the Lions, as Howard Turner is going to check into the game for Cortland Blake. A bona fide small ball lineup here for Coach Deal. 7:49 left to go in the second half. Fry showing some good moves. He gets it poked away though by Rainey. Rainey up ahead, tries to split the defenders, layup up and in, and the foul finishes through contact. And Rainey going to the line for a potential 3-point play. You see Rainey split those defenders.
That was a good, tough move. Very determined.
Rainey's free throw is no good. Rebound brought in by Kyle Park. Gomez, he's going to take a 3. No good, misses everything. Park with the rebound. A little too much confidence there. Another corner 3. That one's no good. Might have got a piece of it, did Todman. Pass up ahead to Todman. Puts the ball on the ground, but it gets blocked by Park, but they're going to call a foul. So Todman's going to go to the line here for 2 shots. Good pass there by Rainey. It's tough. Park looked like he got a good hand on the ball there.
He did.
Here's Todman's first free throw. And it is good. Bo Todman hits the first. Second free throw on the way is also good. Bo Todman, 2 of 2 from the line there. 5 points on the night for the freshman. Fry shows he can dribble the ball pretty well. Maybe sometimes just tries to do a little too much with it, gets it poked away. But he shows a good, there you see it. He goes between the legs. Layup, no good, but a charge drawn by Cody Farmer. So offensive foul, that time on Josiah Fry.
That was fun.
He knows what he shows that he knows what he can do with the ball in his hands. It is quite impressive. Todman crosses over. They're going to get him for a travel.
I just don't agree with that call.
And we have seen more of that this season than we have ever had.
Yeah, this year. And, you know, I'll be honest with you. It's not just here in this gym. It's not just in the NAIA. I've seen that call in the NCAA more than ever.
Yep. I'm an avid NBA watcher. I've seen it more in the NBA even than I ever have.
So it's interesting.
Across all levels.
It's got to be some type of.
Danny Sims throws it down.
Kind of.
But no, you're right. Across all levels.
Yeah, it's just this has got to be a concerted effort from the referees' administration.
And more often than not, I'm on the same page with you. I don't believe that it's a travel. Like right there,
Yeah,
Todman.
no, that was not a travel.
I thought that was clean.
It was clean.
Cracking down on it seems.
Yeah, but I get cracking down on it.
Yeah.
But calling things that are not there.
Just because it looks awkward doesn't mean that it's always a travel. And and that didn't even look that awkward.
I didn't even think it. No, it's a good move.
Yeah.
They're anticipating the pivot foot coming up. So they want to see you start your dribble before you start your movement.
Rennie with a pull-up jump shot. That one's no good. Rebounded by McCool. I want to see him jack up a couple more threes. He's been pulling threes from the logo all night. The Bacone team loves to shoot. Good pass down low. And it gets poked away. Todman comes down with the loose ball. Up ahead. Euro. Left-handed layup. No good. He cannot hit. Good move by Todman. Just couldn't finish. Turner comes up with the loose ball. And gets it to Todman. Todman, good pass to Rainey. Rainey up off the glass. And that is up and in. 121-62, 59-point lead here for the Lions. We are coming up on 5 minutes left to play. Good pass down low. Mid-range jumper, that is good off the front of the iron and falls from Gabriel Gouge. Turner. Spins. Turnaround jumper, that's good. Howard Turner.
Sweet.
Good move by Turner. 11 points for the freshman.
You're going to have 3 more years of that.
Ball poked away by Rainey.
That's exciting.
Absolutely. You got these young guys that are seeing significant minutes tonight, like Howard Turner and Portland Blake.
Yeah.
And like you said, the future of SAGU basketball. And you're getting a good showing of that tonight.
These young men can really hoop it up.
3 ball, no good. Farmer with the rebound gets it to Sims. Sims up the court. Rainey with a corner 3. That one's no good. It looked
How
like
do
it
you
came
bank
off
in from the corner?
I'll tell you, I've not played a lot of competitive basketball in my life. I think I've seen that kind of shot go in maybe one time while I was in a gym. It baffles me how it even gets close to banking off from the corner.
Yeah, that means your mechanics of your shot, you're releasing from the side, and there's a slight curve on it.
Yeah. It's not something you see often, that's for sure. Foul there by Sims gets Noah Bowling back into the game. Another one of these freshmen for Coach Delton Deal. Under 4 to play here. SAGU with a 59-point lead, 125-66.
Oh.
Good pass down low. Fry has it, but he gets cut off. And Farmer gets called for the foul. That's going to be his 4th.
Second foul on Cody Farmer. His 4th foul.
And that was the last foul to give for the Lions. Next foul, the Warriors will be in 1-and-1 territory. Euro, no good. Blake with the rebound gets it tipped away and then brought back in by Gouge. 3 ball is no good. Fry with the rebound. Ooh, faked the wraparound pass. Blake fell for it but recovered. He got himself a block. And then Blake gets it stripped away. Baseline jumper, that is good off the hands of LaCorian Ballard.
Fry reminds me of a SAGU intramural superstar from the past, Jason Coe. Remember Jason Coe?
Yeah, I do. Cohen the Slimes.
Basketball, man.
His team name every year, Cohen the Slimes. I like it.
Yep.
Wow, that's a throwback.
He was great. He could have played at this level for sure.
I always wondered why he did
He just wasn't that serious. He's from Hawaii. He wasn't that serious about competitive basketball.
I do agree. He very well could have played at this stage.
Oh,
He
yeah.
could have played for SAGU's basketball team.
Of course, those were some years that SAGU had
They had
Rambo,
some good
Gentry.
teams.
I mean, it was an elite team, that's for sure. But
It
he
sure
could
felt
run
like
with those guys.
it felt
for
like
sure.
his team won it all every season. It's what it felt like,
Yeah.
at least.
Oh no, yeah, mainly because of him.
Cohen the Slimes. Yeah, man. 2 minutes, coming up on 2 minutes left to play. SAGU still with a big lead, 127-73.
That's back-to-back jumpers for Ballard.
SAGU turns it over. It's going to be a jump ball, and it is Bacone ball. So SAGU turns it over after a couple of Bacone buckets. Fry tried to leave it. Up ahead is Todman. Todman throws it down. Bo Todman, the left-handed flush. Everyone's getting dunks tonight. 9 points for the freshman. Blake with good defense. And they slow it down with just under a minute and a half left to play here in this one. Bowling gets tripped up, and he is going to go to the line here for a 1-and-1 opportunity.
I am not sure what the SAGU single game scoring record is.
It feels like it's got to be pretty
But it's pretty close. I do think we saw one of the old teams from 2012, 2013 era, and they were in the 130s. I remember once. And
Bowling hits the first free throw.
but that was actually a very high scoring game. The other team scored 117, 18, something like that. Yeah, it was a lot of scoring.
Bowling's second free throw is good. He gets himself his first 2 points of the evening. 131-73, the lead for SAGU. Pull-up jumper, that one's good. LaCorian Ballard, 3 straight buckets for Bacone. We are under a minute to play, and Bowling will bring it up and slow it down. That shot off, but a foul.
At this point, I think you try to relax the whistles unless it's some type of threat to the safety of the game. Try to get this one over with. It's well in hand. At 57-point lead.
The numbers get so high that you got to do the math.
Yeah.
You can't just look at it and say, "Oh, that's a 58-point lead." See that they try to get your boy maybe another 3-point look here.
I'm hoping. Swing it.
Oh, they turn it over. Rainey with it. He was looking to go to Todman.
I thought he was looking at Blake.
Oh, Blake
Blake
rather.
was
Yes,
the cutter.
yes. SAGU looks like they're just going to dribble this one out. And Farmer gets fouled, so he's going to go to the line here for 2 shots.
Still playing to win.
Or rather, he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. Oh, no, it is 2 shots. They're in a double bonus. So he misses the first. Second free throw on the way from Farmer is good. 59-point lead now for SAGU. That is the highest their lead has been tonight. Ties for the highest their lead has been tonight. They have been up by as much as 59. And it looks like it may remain their highest lead of the night at 59, barring maybe a half-court heave or something here. Ooh, Gomez gets away with a carry. Long three, that one's no good, and that will do it. That is the final buzzer. SAGU defends their home court in emphatic fashion as they win 134-75.
That was a good win. That's what you're supposed to do if you're the number 13 team in the nation. Just playing a team that is in rebuilding mode. And you have a good competitive matchup. And but you take care of business. And, you didn't do it in an unsportsmanlike way. But you still just,
right.
You let your guys play. And I think Bacone understood that and were a part of that. They played hard the whole time with great attitudes, very, very classy program. And there you see the end of the game prayer and send-off by the host. And Coach Dill will lead the group in a little word of prayer.
We have yet to confirm if this was the highest scoring game. I'm going to go on record and say I think it is for SAGU.
It's close. It's within a point or two. I want to say it was 131 before. But, that's just me kind of going with
the memory.
A bit of a rusty and dusty, crusty memory. That was a few years ago. There you go. You see your game stats. SAGU shooting a healthy almost 60%. That's pretty good for as many shots.
It's going to win you a lot of games.
Yeah, well, and as many shots that were put up. A lot of unfocused shots. And you can see Nick Mason's finally come out of the training room. They got him bandaged up a little bit. And
precautionary, you would think. Well, we are
no official report on what has happened yet. So it'll be interesting to see what this team looks like if Nick Mason can't play this Saturday against one of the top teams in the nation in John Brown University.
We are going to go live courtside to Riker Russell, who's with the player of the game, Darian Davis. Riker, down to you.
Thanks, Adam. Darian Davis, what a great win tonight, and it's one of your last few games since you're a senior. Tell us about how you've grown on and off the court the past 4 years.
Well, here at SAGU, the most important thing that I learned was just to love it, just enjoy every moment. And as a senior, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just trying to enjoy every single second, every single possession.
What's the team's mindset going into a big game Saturday right here against the number 9, John Brown?
Well, at this point in the season, we know who we are and we know what they are, but the thing is, we just have to have fun. We just got to go out there and enjoy it and play as hard as we can and really just embrace each other, and, we're going to win.
Thank you so much. Great win tonight. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you, Riker. Darian Davis, we're going to win.
There you have it. The Babe Ruth point to the stands.
The Joe Namath.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Victory.
I like it. He's got confidence in his team, and he's one of those joyful players.
Absolutely.
He gets out there, and you could just tell he enjoys every possession, like he said. And he's just an absolute pleasure to be around. What a great student and a great athlete.
Well, that is going to do it for tonight's broadcast, our doubleheader against Bacone, for our entire student crew who worked so hard to bring you every single one of these broadcasts. For our courtside reporter, Riker Russell. For my partner, John Cookman, I'm Adam Ferguson. Thank you once again for watching the SAGU Sports Network.